my recording. Hey, welcome. I'm AJ Albert, CEO of Exclusive Financial Class. Man, I appreciate all of y'all being on this call. Like I said, I'm super, super pumped because MoneyMax is the first pillar of self-funding your business. So if you want to self-fund your business, this training is imperative, right? So before we get into it, y'all know how to log into your dashboard, right? So we're in your back office, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit on this note before y'all get there. So we all know that wisdom is education and implementation, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely, right? So education without implementation is almost the version of stupidity, right? So if we get the knowledge, we have to learn how to implement it, right? So I would require y'all to check out the MWR Financial Business Academy, because if you know how awesome of a trainer Brian Bean is, he has built the corporate training office. So if you hit, the Business Academy and log in and hit get started. So you hit get started up top, right? So you have all of Brian Bean's quick start courses right here. So you can click on curriculum over here on the left-hand side. And so if you pick 20, 30 minutes a day, like if you look at these training, the MW starting block, 25 minutes, triple double, 10 minutes. The triple double 2, 13 minutes. So these are all quick trainings. If y'all can glance down the formula for success, then you got the 10 placement commandments. I recommend y'all go through all of these courses. I'm gonna say that again. I recommend that all of you go through these courses. Do not skip this, because this is invaluable training, and it's all done by Brian Bean, and it's gonna help you get off to a quick start with your business, right? So the Business Academy is always there in your front office. So when you log into your dashboard is always going to be right up top. Start training. Got it? So that was just a quick hitter on training to get yourself started. So pick times a day. If you want to take out 10, 20 minutes a day and try to go through all those trainings, I would recommend you do it. All right. So then you go up to the top and hit My Services. My Services is going to take you to the Financial Edge membership. The Financial Edge membership concludes of all your maxes, your Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. As y'all know, yesterday, the first pillar we went over yesterday was to go into Equity Max and implement so you can have a testimony to know when your millionaire date is and when your debt-free date is. So most people, as Brian Bean says, if you aim for nothing, you will hit it every single time, right? So if you have no plan of being debt-free, or you have no plan of being a millionaire date, how many people y'all know said they were going to be a millionaire, but they have no plan to get there, right? So this gives you your plan to get to where you need to be. And it gives you focus on how to get there. And then it also gives you focus on how to get there faster than what you actually plan to do. Right. So, but today we're going to go into MoneyMax. MoneyMax is our first pillar. And I say this one's the next important, because MoneyMax helped me self-fund my business. So I paid the original $228 to join the business. Right. But I signed up and did my MoneyMax within the first 2 days of being in the business. And I got an adjusted W-4 back, which put $540 a month back into my paycheck. If y'all don't hear that, that's over $7,000. That's almost $7,000 in income that I put back into my household every year.
And you're a service member too.
Yes. So that's imperative. So you self-fund your business with the first pillar, right? So if you hit member access, right, you have the first pillar. It says instant pay raise. This is, if you're working on a W-2 employee, this is the time to start, right? So you hit get started. Here, they're going to go through certain steps. Do you own a home-based business? Yes or no? Do you have an internet bill? Do you have cell phone bill? All those most Americans do have. Step 2, it says upload your most recent tax documents and the last 2 pay stubs. So I've actually already done this, obviously, but it is a new fiscal year. And if you read the W-4, it always tells you every year you should revisit this form to adjust it because tax laws change every year. Right. So I've actually implemented the things to update my concern. So, but that one would have upload, right? So, and allow 2 to 3 business days for the experts to review your documents. If they have any questions that can't be answered by email or by email, they will physically call you and ask you and give you information that you might not know or have. They called me on day 2 and let me know, hey, this is what they see within my tax form. Because if you upload your last 3 years of taxes, they will go back and review those last 3 years to see if you missed out on any money. If you missed out on any money, they will do the forms and send them to you so you can file to get that money you missed back, which is an amendment to your current taxes. So if you missed money in 2018, they will do an amendment to your 2018 taxes and see you get that back. Right. So if you scroll down, you have MoneyMax Upload Center. MoneyMax Upload Center is where you actually select the documents that are saved on your computer. So if you haven't downloaded your forms, make sure you download the forms or take pictures of these forms so you can actually upload them. All right, so it says upload documents. Your required documents are going to be your 2 pay stubs and your last 3 years of taxes. So I have to upload my current taxes, which I plan on doing tonight because, like I said, I'm doing another fiscal year. So I uploaded my December 2020 LES, which you see right there at the bottom on January 14th. And then they emailed me back. If you scroll down to the message center, like you said, I sent them a message. And if you review this message, right, you see that please review my adjusted W-4 needed for 2021. AJ, please provide me a copy of your December 2020 LES. Uploaded that. I responded back, hey, I uploaded my pay stubs. AJ, it looks like we have the last taxes of 2018. We do not have a copy of 2019, so please provide those, which, like I said, that's one of the things that responded, so I got to respond to that, and I haven't been able to get back and upload that yet, but I will after I get off of this call tonight. So, like I said, all your current correspondence with MWR, so most of the time when you message outside of the operation hours, it's going to email them. Right. But if you see this little box in the bottom right-hand corner where it's a little chat room, you can click on the chat room, and during business hours, they will actually respond within a few minutes of you logging on. But if it's not, and they'll let you know, hey, you're outside of the business hour, this will be sent as an email and you will get a response as soon as possible. So don't think that nobody's, is going to not respond to what you have going on. All right, so back up to the top, get your last 3 years of tax returns, get them uploaded. And if you notice, it's going to give you a time and date that it was uploaded, right? Now, remember, all correspondence on that is either going to come in the chat room or they will call you. So any single questions about how to upload or what documents to upload, or any questions about the stop overpayment of taxes right now? If you do, come off mute. Let me know if you have any questions. man, either I just did a super outstanding job or nobody has any, or don't be shy. Don't be shy, man. Like we are here to train each other and make each other successful. I know I had to do that good of a job for y'all not to have any questions. Anybody got
I
any
ain't got no
questions?
questions, and you did great. I've been listening the whole time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'll continue to move. All right. So I really want to hit on the importance. If you look over to your left where it says quick links, man, I might have to drop the share to show y'all the importance of this. Right. So make sure I get myself highlighted. Can y'all see me now?
Yeah, I see
Am
you.
I on? I'm on the main screen. Okay, so all of your tax information, right? You put in TaxBot. This is a very important document, right? So this is where you upload all your receipts. I mean, obviously you see I've started for the new fiscal year, but I wrote off over $40,000 in business expenses for 2020, right? So think about that. Everybody gets so I make $80,000 just to make it even for everybody's understanding. I make $80,000 per year. Everyone on the planet gets a standard deductions of $12,400, right? So that means you take 12,400 from 80. You have what? Come on, I need some. Let's engage now. $80,000 minus 12,000.
That's 68.
Yep.
Yeah, 68 for sure.
So now $68,000 is taxed at 33%. We ain't got to do the math, but we understand that's a whole lot of money, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now let's put this in perspective. I wrote off $40,000. So take $12,000, which is 68. Now subtract another $40,000 from that.
28.
Yep. 28.
We're at $28,000 taxed at 18%. Does anybody need to do the math to understand how much money I just saved?
That's a lot.
Well,
Nobody needs to do the math to see that's thousands of dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you just put back into your household. So back to screen sharing. Give me a sec to log back in. All right, back to my services and down to MoneyMax, member access. So now over here to the left where it says quick links, you're going to go to TaxBot setup, right? You're going to enter your information here, your first name, last name, email, and password. You're going to hit create user. The same screen is going to pop up, but that green button is now going to say activate user, right? Then you're going to go, you know what I'm saying? You're going to hit activate and follow the steps from there. Once you're activated, now you have a web browser, which is going to come up on your computer where you can log into that access. But you really want to go through the TaxBot tutorials, and it's going to give you step-by-step on how to set up your account. That is a video. I mean, obviously, it may take a minute to load here. But the tutorials are going to give you step by step expense categories if you have questions. Now, I'm also going to throw this out. Rachel, do me a favor and put this in the chat box for me. I would recommend you all go to Amazon and order this book. It's called 475 Tax Deductions for for self-employed and business owners. So Rachel, can you look up that book and actually put that in the chat for me? Just send them the link to Amazon to that book. That book needs to become your tax Bible, right? So that book is going to show you crazy things like I actually write off my dog expenses.
Yeah. So hey, this is Alfonso real quick.
Yes.
So I got a question on that, man. That was pretty much one of my that was pretty much one of my questions about this tax box, right?
Yes.
My question was what can and what we cannot write. Like, say for instance, if I go visit family, right? If I go visit family, and what portions of that can I write off? I take my kids and everybody, we go out and I'm in Fort Leavenworth right now.
Yes.
And I go down to Fort Sill. What portions of that can I write off?
All right. So that's what that book is for, for you to understand that information. So now you as a business owner, you're in a business. So where the tax law says it has to be necessary and ordinary, right? So if I'm going to visit my family, for me, my mom and my son are in the business. So anytime I go do anything with my mom or children is a business expense. Whether we go out to eat, whether we go out to party, whether we go out to whatever, you know what I'm saying? We take a family vacation. That is not a vacation. That is a business trip. Now, even if your family's not in the business, you have to think about it. If you're traveling to see your family and I go down there to talk to anybody about my financial business,
that's what I was getting
is now a business trip.
So that's what I was getting at, because when I go down there, I end up talking about it regardless, you know, because even before the business, like finances was a big thing for me. So when I go down there, I talk about it, you know, just trying to make sure everybody monitors their credit, monitors whatever. So can I then turn the trip into a business trip and claim, or how does that work?
So absolutely. So think about this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in perspective for everyone. So say I want to go visit my family 6 times this year, but I don't want to talk about business at all. What I call that is a forming business trip. So I go down there, I get hotel rooms, those are tax write-offs. I get rental cars, becomes tax write-off. All the meals I take them out for becomes tax write-off. So I don't have to speak to them about the business. I am forming them or preparing them to be prospects. And then on the 7th trip there, I can talk to them about the business. All 7 of those trips I can write off as business expenses because I set them up to become clients, even if they never become a client. That's how powerful this information is.
One of the most important things to Alfonso, also for you, big guy, with the IRS, all they say is you just have to attempt to make a profit. It's not even that you know what I'm saying? It's not even that you get every last one of your family members in. All they want to see is just that you trying to make a profit in your business. You trying to get people in. And when you do things that way, man, you'll be good to go.
Right. So I understand that aspect. I guess how will they see the trying?
Hey, so here,
you know what I'm saying? Because I can say I'm trying in anything that I do. You know what I mean? So
absolutely. So here's the thing. It's all about tracking. TaxBot is your system to say that you worked your business. Yeah. So if you log it in TaxBot and show your receipts, you are showing that you paid for those meals.
Mhm.
So that it becomes your business expense. You paid for the gas to get there. You paid for the plane ticket to get there. You paid for the hotel room when you got there. And all you have to do is label, hey, I went and had, you know what I'm saying? I had a meal with my parents that I paid for during that time. That was a business meeting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So all of that is as long as excellent, that's why TaxBot is so important, because anything with business is about excellent record keeping. And the TaxBot is set up with the best correspondence to tax laws that you can call. Because I've physically made calls to TaxBot and asked them why I couldn't do certain things, like set up reoccurring payments. They said because tax laws, it's going to be beneficial for you to not do reoccurring payments, because when they audit you, they want to show that you actually tracked every single expense. So, like I said, TaxBot is absolutely your best friend and your absolute money maker as a home-based business owner. So when it comes down to you filing taxes, it says profit or loss margin, which is Don. I'm gonna elaborate on what Don just said. As long as you show proof that you attempted to make a profit, which, like I said, Amazon hasn't paid taxes in somewhat like 15 years. They showed an attempt to make profit. They actually made profit. They just put them in tax shelters. So it looks like they made no profit. So they paid zero taxes.
AJ, can you kind of paraphrase? I missed it because I had a phone call from Lammy.
Yeah.
Can you paraphrase that? I missed the whole conversation.
Yeah. Had
Okay.
a phone call from Langley? What?
Yeah, so basically I just went over the importance of tax bots and showed them the amount of money it saves you over your years. So if I made $0 in profit, but I write off 40% of my expenses in my current home that I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. So the difference between me and you is I have a home-based business and you don't. I get $40,000 worth of deductions and pay a lower tax percentage than somebody who doesn't have a home-based business, but we got the exact same bills.
Right.
So I just went over where to establish and I went over in the quick links over here to the left. So you can see the setup, the login, and they have the biggest important thing is that you go into the TaxBot tutorials, which is the screen we have open here. So like you said, you can go into setting up your account, how to smart match your Now, I'm going to tell you this. Smart matching your expenses is awesome. I don't get receipts printed out anymore. Know how you can go to the store and they ask you, do you want your emails, your receipts emailed to you?
Mm-hmm.
I get all my receipts emailed to me.
Oh, and the TaxBot links it to.
TaxBot actually smart matches it to the expense that comes out of your bank account. Now, tracking your mileage. TaxBot, you set it to automatically track your miles. Every time your car takes off, it begins tracking your mileage. All at the end of the day, all you have to do is swipe left for personal or swipe right for business.
Okay, so do you have
but
to
it's only for business if you're going to go travel to see a business partner though, right?
No. So you think about it, you have a business that is worldwide. I can do my business from anywhere on the planet. So if I go take a trip to Acapulco and I take my laptop and I do a Zoom while I'm in Acapulco, I ain't talked to nobody about the business, but I hopped on a Zoom. That is now that is a legal business trip.
So if I'm listening to an event in my car, riding from leaving the office to my house,
that is a business trip.
Oh Lord, I don't believe it.
So you see how easy it is. So now think about this. If you have a brick and mortar business, you're not at home and your business is not online, and you have to go to that bank, the only time you can write off your miles is when you drive to that bank and you drive home. but your business is worldwide and it's on the internet. So you can always write off your internet 100%. You can always write off 85% of your cell phone bill.
Right.
And you can always track every mile as a business expense, because no matter where I go, I can always do business because you have the availability to. Now, I don't track every mile as a business expense because I track different miles for different businesses. But virtually every year, I'm writing off virtually every mile I do for business expense. One is either personal training or one is the financial success business. You can even write off miles for charity, but why would you write off miles for charity if you could write off more miles for business? So you get a certain amount of money for each kind of mile you drive. So if it's business mile, you're going to get the max, which is either 57 or 58 cents, depending on the tax year, right? Then if you do a charity drive, you only get 13. But like I said, why would do a charity drive when I can talk to anybody about a business or hand them a business card while I'm there? Make it 57 cents a mile. So like I said, you have to, the importance of you is to change your mindset so you can start living like, you want to live your life like a business. I no longer have a personal life. Everything that I do is about business now.
No, I feel like I don't have a personal life.
Well, that's why I'm trying to. That's because again, that's where I was headed, but I was unsure if everything that I was doing was legit. But like now that I know, I could just throw on go on YouTube and throw on the old Brian Bean, video. Everything gonna be a business trip.
Everything is a business trip.
I'm listening to it 24/7.
That's why I say it's so important for all of y'all to get online and spend the $19, which is a tax write-off that you can put in TaxBot, to go order that book so you can read and understand what tax laws are available to you. And there is 475 tax breaks for you as a business owner versus the standard 6. Yes, go ahead.
I actually found 1,000 ways to write off your taxes in Amazon.
There's a lot more. You know what I'm saying? But it, like you said, as long as it applies to you and the business that you're in, you are 100% golden to write it off. So I'd advise y'all to write that. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so do you have to write on your receipts to be able to write them off?
So with TaxBot, you do not have to write a receipt. So like I said, you can take a photo picture of your receipt. So the difference between now and prior to is you have to keep that receipt, and receipts get old, the ink comes off, right? But now you have a phone. You take pictures of your meal and post it on Instagram all the time. But now instead of posting your meal, you take a picture of your receipt, and now it's in your database for forever. The receipt will never get old. The ink will never come off of it because it's a photo on a digital form that will never go away. So no matter how many years I'm in business, I can always go back to year 1 and pull up this data and have the receipts to pull it up. So if I get audited 10 years from now and they want to know what I did on year 1, all of it I can print out on the Excel document, and it's smart matched to my bank account.
Okay. That makes sense.
Makes way too much sense. So that is my 40 minutes of fame. I'm gonna open this up for any comments, questions, or anything else that y'all want. Please let me know. Which first off, before I do that, Mr. Don Wilson, Coach D. Will, please jump on. Give me a few words on what you need to put out, and give us some words of encouragement, and then I'll go into closing this out.
No doubt, man. Hey, first of all, fantastic job again tonight, man. Guys, this is, believe it or not, this is where the money is made. This is the business. So many people get caught up in, I haven't gotten anybody in, and they'll quit their business and won't even don't even give themselves a year to save $6 to $10 to $12 to $20,000 in taxes, right? The business, the bringing people in and showing them and making money aspect of it, that's just an added bonus. At the end of the day, we trying to save as much as we absolutely can in taxes. So that's why this training and that's why TaxBot is so important, because when you start reading that book and literally start to understand all of the different things that you can write off, man, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. So, fantastic job with that. We got another training coming up tonight. In the extra digit movement right after this at 9:30 Central Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. That's the last one for tonight. And then tomorrow is the last day of the stimulus special. So let's close this thing out. Keep pushing through the nose. Don't get discouraged. I promise you, man, you're just one person away from just changing the whole momentum and everything that you're trying to get accomplished. So, hey, man, great job, AJ. I appreciate you knocking this out.
All right, man. All right. So anybody got any questions of me? Any comments about the training, please let me know. Anything that you are looking for, and please give me any future things you will want me to cover.
Okay, so you recording this Zoom, correct?
Absolutely.
How will I be able to go back and rewatch this Zoom?
Actually, once the recording uploads, I'm going to upload it to my Facebook page and I'll put the link in the group chats.
Okay. Perfect.
Anybody else?
Well, I thought this was awesome. Like you said, this is where the money's made, and definitely want to close that gap of the 1/3 that's getting taken off the top. So definitely appreciate the insight, and I need to read that tax box tutorial because I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's there because I saw it when I downloaded the app. So, but appreciate you taking the time out to do this for us, AJ.
Yeah, I appreciate every one of y'all for joining in. Anybody else? All right.
This is Brett. I just want to say thanks again for jumping on this, and appreciate you breaking it down for us, because you can sit there and say it's not about how much money, like you said, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So this definitely is beneficial, so I appreciate that.
Hey, man, and that's what Brian put in my eyes, man. Reason why I say this one is the most important to me is because this was the aha moment for me. When they told me I could minimize my taxes in 20, 30 years of my life, I've never knew that was a possibility. So when that hit, bruh, I was 100 miles per hour when it came to understanding how I could minimize my taxes, because I was making good money. I just wasn't keeping enough of it. So
right.
it was imperative, man. It blew my mind when some of this stuff could happen. You know what I'm saying? Little things like being able to stand, you can hire your kids and it lower your taxable income. Amazing, amazing information. But like I said, man, so do not ever quit your business. 5 things you need to know. Your first year, you're born. Your second year, you learn to crawl. Your third year, you learn to walk. Your 4th year, you learn to jog. Your 5th year in business, you learn to run, and you can run to the end of time, because you can never get tired when your money is working for you, because your money don't get tired. Your money don't get sick. Your money don't take days off. Your money can't catch COVID. So
I think Alfonso, you had a question?
Yeah, I was just thinking about, like say, hiring your kids. I think that's probably going to be a lesson for another one, but that's one of the things because I ain't gonna talk bad about my kids. They got cell phones and stuff like that, and I'm trying to like figure out what all,
You can write all of that stuff off, because all you have to do, I'll get into that at another training that's very intensive. But if you want to start that tonight, just hit me up and I'll send you the information of what you need to do to hire your children. Just shoot me a text, man. You still got my number.
I got
Also, if you ever, like you said, you have experts that work for you. Guess how I got this information? Is I went into MoneyMax, opened up a chat, and asked them, how do I hire my kids? Guess what? They emailed me all the information I need to hire my kids. And that's basically what I'm just going to send you.
Yeah, I saw your message on there, hire my kids. And I was gonna ask you about it, but I didn't know if you didn't go over it, so I didn't want to bring your business out on the thing. I ain't want to bring your business out on the thing, but I was gonna hit Rachel and say, hey, ask the man how you did it, kids, man.
Hey, AJ,
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
I do have a question. So just in regards to what you just said about hiring your kids, is there a specific age limit?
Yes. So your kids have to be able, so they can work. So here's the legal guidance. Your kids can work for you up to $12,400 per year without them being liable for taxes, as long as they're working for their parents. 2, they have to be within age 7 to 17 and able to do the actual work that you do, that you're requiring them to do, like clean up or set up camera equipment, or, you know what I'm saying, clean up behind my wealth parties that I have at the house, or, you know what I'm saying, set up my lighting for my videos, or, you know what I'm saying, anything. So kids are social media savvy. So I pay my kids to manage social media as well. But also, the last thing, I'm almost forgetting what the last part I wanted to get out. What I said, the 7 to 17. The work has to be able to, it has to be able for them to, oh, yes. And then all you have to do is put it down on a piece of paper, sign it, have them sign it if they're of a certain age, you know what I'm saying? And then get them their own bank account and transfer the money.
Okay.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, yeah.
So instead of you going to slide your card to buy that PlayStation or that cell phone, you go slide their card. You just transfer it into their account so it can lower your taxable income.
So is that the confirmation, the transfer of money to their
Yes.
account? That's the way.
So as long as you paying them, they can slide their card for whatever they want to slide their card for, even though it's going to still be in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you manage the money, but you pay them because it's being transferred into their bank account. All right. So I do thank y'all for tuning in. I want to, y'all know we got the next call coming in at 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern. So if you have anybody that you're trying to get show, make sure you get them on there. Hey, I appreciate y'all signing in. Hey, I love you all. God bless you. And I can't wait to put these millionaire rings on everybody's finger. Yes, sir. So I'll see y'all on the next training, man. I'll keep y'all briefing. If y'all need anything from me, everybody should have my contact. If not, it's in the group chats. Just hit me up. Hey, y'all love y'all. Y'all have a blessed night.
Hey, real quick, if anybody need to borrow some kids, I got a couple of them y'all can borrow.
Wait, I want to know whose dog is that barking?